Hello, I'm Kimberlie Acosta. Welcome to the Native News Update. It's Friday, October 29th. Many of the stories you hear here can be found at our website, IndianCountryNews.com. Here's the news for the day from the Associated Press and other Native news sources. A Pueblo community in New Mexico has banned trick-or-treating, saying tribal leaders have concerns about their culture and children's safety. Jemez Pueblo Governor Joshua Medellina says the Pueblo doesn't have streetlights or paved roads in the heart of the village, and children cross a highway in the dark. Religious leaders for the 2,000-member tribe also say Halloween is a distraction. Medellina says the Pueblo needs to put priorities on what is more important. He says a gruesome killing last month involving 2 young men has led Pueblo leaders to realize its need to stay in touch with its youth. Surrounding communities, including Jemez Springs, says parents and children from the Pueblo are welcome to attend their Halloween activities. 13 Arizona lawmakers have hopped on board a lawsuit aimed at stopping the Tohono O'odham Nation from building a Las Vegas-style casino in Glendale. Republican State Senator Russell Pierce is leading the charge. He says the state has a compact with tribes that specifies no more casinos in Maricopa County. He also noted that the proposed casino site is across the street from a high school. 3 separate lawsuits have been filed trying to stop the Tohono O'odham from getting reservation status for 54 acres of land it purchased years ago near the University of Phoenix Stadium, home of the Arizona Cardinals. The suit was filed by the city of Glendale, the Gila River community, and 3 individual members of the Gila River community. Supporters of the casino in Glendale claim it is allowed under a law signed by President Reagan in 1986. Native Americans have played a major role in making our country what it is today. Now Shoshone-Bannock leaders are encouraging tribal members to take an active role in help shaping our country's future. Making their voice heard has become a priority for the Tribal Council this election cycle. This year, the tribe, along with dozens of other tribes across the country, are taking part in the Native Vote campaign. Tribal leaders say it's time for America's first people to start taking a more active role in shaping its future. Native Americans were granted the right to vote in 1924. Since then, many have been reluctant to take part in the political process. Now, new technologies like the internet have allowed them to take a more active role, and politicians are beginning to take note. And according to News from Indian Country's columnist Mark Trahant, there is one prediction you won't read in the press. Not a single poll will capture what's going on with Indian Country voters during this election cycle. The science of polling doesn't work very well with small population groups living in rural or isolated locations. The casino industry spent less money on political campaigns this year than during the last midterm elections, but it showed much more greater support for the Democrats. Through October 25th, the gaming industry contributed $9.72 million to political campaigns. That's a $2.37 million less than the 2006 midterm elections. During the 2009 and 2010 election cycle, the industry gave more than twice as much to Democrats as to Republicans. In 2006, the industry gave 7% more money to Democrats than Republicans. In 2006, 2 of the top 5 casino donors were affiliated with Native American tribes. 4 out of the top 5 contributors donated most of their money to the Republicans. Overall, contributing in 2006 were $11.84 million. This election cycle, 4 of the 5 top contributors are American Indian-owned casinos, and all but 1 gave primarily to the Democrats. With midterm elections just days away, voters in the United States are being asked to consider not only candidates, but also hundreds of different ballot questions, including several that concern casinos and other gambling-related issues. One such ballot initiative is Oregon's Measure 75, which would approve a plan to build a private non-tribal casino in the town of Wood Village near Portland. While there are several casinos in Oregon owned by tribes, the proposed casino project would be the first privately owned non-tribal casino in the state. The benefits to the state of Oregon come mostly in the form of tax revenue as the state would collect 25% of all winnings. A group of Wood Village residents have formed a group that is urging local politicians to withdraw their support for the project. They claim the new facility would be a Las Vegas mega casino that would change the small town's way of life. Chickasaw Nation women, infants, and children supplemental nutritional program clients can now purchase nutritional foods in a one easy step. Introduced this month through a cooperative effort with J.P. Morgan, clients can now use an online electronic benefit transfer card for purchases. The EBT card works just like a debit or credit card and replaces the traditional paper check or voucher. The Chickasaw Nation is the first WIC agency in Oklahoma to issue benefits utilizing a magnetic strip card. The Chickasaw Nation WIC program is also the first state agency model system to utilize the online EBT card. The SAM project is a food and nutrition services 5-year initiative to plan, develop, and deploy model information systems in WIC state agencies. There are 3 SAM systems, including successful partners in reaching innovative technologies, which the acronym is SPIRIT, of which Chickasaw Nation is a member. The online EBT card is a new feature of the SPIRIT software system. Developed under the leadership of the Chickasaw Nation in 2007, the state-of-the-art certification system is used to determine eligibility and nutritional risks of the applicant. The system is currently being used by 13 tribal WIC agencies in the SPIRIT consortium, as well as 3 state WIC agencies in Arkansas, Missouri, and Montana. The Indian National Finals Rodeo has announced that the champion event for professional Indian rodeo will be at the South Point Arena and Equestrian Center in Las Vegas, Nevada from November 8th through the 13th. This year's rodeo features American Indian cowboys and cowgirls hailing from more than 100 tribal nations from all over the United States and Canada. Nearly 300 will compete in 8 events, including bareback, saddle bronc, bull riding, ladies breakaway, barrel racing, tie-down roping, steer wrestling, and team roping. This year also marks the first time that the Indian National Finals Rodeo will have a junior and seniors rodeo. This event features 123 contestants competing in 5 events. The events include team roping, senior breakaway roping, junior barrel racing, junior breakaway roping, and junior steer riding. For more information, you can check out infr.org. And that's the latest roundup of news from Indian Country on this edition of the Native News Update. I'd like to thank you for joining me and have a grand day.